We're not committed to the Preakness. No, not yet. I ran him back once in 2 weeks, and it completely backfired on me. And we skipped the Rebel for short, back too quick as well. So we'll just watch him over the next week, and it'll be one of those. We'll probably take it up to the last minute. I don't know what day we enter, but
Monday.
Yeah, boy, it's it rushes right on you, doesn't it? But we'll see. We'll let him tell us. If he's not in the feed tub, he won't run. I mean, that's been kind of the hit. And he ran hard yesterday. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll let him tell us.
Have you been to sleep yet?
A few hours, yeah. We got in late, but worthwhile, and kind of sinking in a little bit.
What kind of whirlwind has this been for you the last 48 hours?
Just trying to keep it steady. Don't never too high, never too low. It's I don't want to be any different than I've ever been. We've kind of been here. We were sneaking around like in 2002. We had Take Charge Ladies, the favorite in the Oaks, and Harlan's Holiday, the favorite in the Derby. So in that year we had a chance to do this and to actually pull it off. It's amazing. But there's always work to do, and there's a team of people that depend on me to give them direction, and so you really can't rest on your laurels too long. And other guys that been here, done that, Wayne and Todd and others, they know that there's more work to do. There's tasks, and it never stops.
How many times this week were you asked how nice would it be to get the first Oaks and Derby, and how nice is it to know that you'll never get that question again?
Honestly, I felt like for 3 weeks we were going to win them both. Both horses have been doing fantastic. There wasn't any little issue anywhere at any time with either horse. It was all systems go. At one point, right after Mystik Dan got in here from Arkansas, he was a little out of the feed tub, and we went to kind of adjusting some things with his feed, and he likes to go out and graze every day. So we got him into a habit of doing that. So you can literally walk him around the barn, and he wants to walk over to the grass. He's that smart. And so, we got the grass seemed to help him every day and help him, get stronger. And you had to have him perfect, of course. And look, Brian Hernandez, what a ride! I mean, incredible. He doesn't win the race without the job that Brian did.
Had you ever felt that way before going into the Oaks and Derby, or did you sense that something was different this year versus any other year?
Well, I felt like Swiss Skydiver was a filly that couldn't get beat, and she did. And I thought Take Charge Lady was a filly that couldn't get beat, and she did. They were good seconds. But I was probably a little more nervous with those. But I felt really calm the last several days. It just didn't really get wound up about it at all. It's just keep it working like, and let the horses do the thing.
How hard would it be to not run in the Preakness?
I don't think it'd be that hard. I mean, talk to Lance and Sherilyn and the team here. Like I said, we're going to let the horse tell us. If I don't think he's right and ready, then we'll just wait for the Belmont. And I think that distance at Saratoga is a good race. I actually like it better at 1.25 miles than 1.5 miles. And he's not a huge horse. He's kind of typey. And I'm not sure that the 1.5 miles at Belmont itself would have been perfect. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll take it as it comes.
Kenny, assess how he came out of the race and how he ate last night.
Well, he left 3/4 feed, so that's, look, most trainers don't talk about all this. Look, cards on table, face up. He left 3/4 feed. We couldn't hardly get everybody out of the barn until midnight, and so he didn't really get a great night rest. But we'll watch him today and tomorrow, and as long as he's back in the tub and he's doing everything he needs, but he just real special horse.
Any early impressions this morning of just how he's looking, how he's feeling?
Yeah, no, he's easy peasy. I mean, he was over there chomping for peppermints, and that's what he likes. I think my daughter fed him a few before the race yesterday afternoon, and Sherilyn fed him half a bag this morning. So he's at least eating that.
How much different is he though now than say when the last time he did run back 2 weeks in November?
Horses sometimes pop back quickly, and sometimes they don't. And like I said, we'll just have to take that as it comes. It's too early to tell. Yeah.
Kenny, a historic finish. Kind of take me through your emotions as you saw him cross, and obviously also Sierra Leone and Forever Young crossing as well. Kind of take me through that moment while you were waiting for the announcement.
Well, I told my wife before they opened the gate, I said, I got a feeling he's going to win by 4 or 5. I mean, that wouldn't have surprised me at all. And he was going to do that until about the 8th pole, and they started coming at him. But I was lucky because I was standing next to a monitor that had slow-mo finish line. And I don't know where that monitor was going, maybe the stewards, but I knew well in advance that he did win. And so the drama was short for me between one of the two. The supplement for the Preakness doesn't make any sense for her because it's $200,000 and she's not nominated. It's only $50 for the Belmont. It's chump change, right?
Now it is.
Now.
$5 million purse.
Yeah. So we shall see.
Kenny, would you have any reservations about running them together in the Belmont or no?
Yes, I would.
You would.
Yeah, I can't get Brian on both of them.
Did you have any unexpected visitors at the house last night?
We got in too late. They were all gone by the time. The kids had a blast there last night. Grandkids were there. They made a bunch of signs when I woke up this morning that I didn't see when I came in. Can't imagine why.
Has the accomplishment of winning both in the same year sunk in? Or is it started to think about the historical relevance of it a little bit more?
You know, I look back at trainers like whether it's Wayne or Ben Jones. I mean, I would have loved to have met him. I mean, those are people that, like in my mind, Carl. Those are people that I admire and have read about and heard about. And maybe some kid will read about me one day. Sorry.
What gravitated you towards Brian? I know it's been a few years now.
Well, as a younger trainer, I used to get enamored with riding Pat Day and Bailey, and when they were at the height of the game, and you were always chasing all the best jockey. It's not about the best jockey; it's about the best horse. And Brian's just so workmanlike, and that our whole operation's not overly complicated. I want somebody that's part of the team. I don't want a rider that comes in, gets on a horse, and then jumps off, and in the next race they don't want to ride mine because they've got one that they think's a half a length faster. There's a loyalty there, and I've given it to them, and it's a marriage. You give loyalty, you get loyalty. And I've told him, I said, you're my main guy. And sometimes I take other riders off because I want Brian on, and I totally trust his judgment.
Relationship with the guys always. How long they? How you
Yeah. Great question. So, there was a kid Kevin Gibbs, and he's around here this morning somewhere. And Kevin, interesting young man, introduced me to Lance. And Kevin used to when I'd fly into Hot Springs, he'd pick me up at the airport in Little Rock and drive Sherry and I back and forth. Oh, you need to meet Lance and Banks. You need to meet Lance and Banks. And Kevin's got a lot of positive energy too. But anyway, started off, Lance bought into a little horse here, I think the Argentinian horse that I had, and Levanto. And we got another one that we bought, and she was just okay, Little Miss Blue Eyes. And we didn't have a lot of success. And then, what people don't realize is that Ted Bassett bred this colt's mother. Ted Bassett's a really wonderful guy. And so Alan Weiss said, hey, I've got a couple of fillies for sale. Why don't you come look at them? I went and looked at them and said, kind of like the Colonel John filly. We bought her privately for Lance. And she ran out, she ran out, I think 300, I can't remember exact number. And I was back and forth between, I was racing in Hot Springs when I had horses for him. Then I've gone kind of back and forth between Gulfstream and Oaklawn. And when I went back to Gulfstream, kind of lost his business for a couple years. But we always, it was always friendship. And when I came to Hot Springs, I always, hooked up, hey, let's go have beer and come over to the house. And then he had Wells Bayou. Actually, this was the funny one.
yeah.
He had Wells Bayou, who was really, really good Derby horse potential, and I think he hurt a knee, but we always sided up. Hey, I'll bet you 100 I beat you in this race. So I ran a horse, and he ran Wells Bayou, and I ran second. He won the race. I had to give him 100. He took that 100 and framed it. Maybe he had me sign it, and he framed it, and he put it in his house. And so when I walk into his house, I get to see my $100 on the wall. But anyway, but we laugh about it, you know, and it's all good, you know. But I think we're gonna go to Saratoga tomorrow. Sherry and I are gonna go up there. We got a home up there, and we're gonna go get set up, and I'm gonna get the stable set up, and better than average chance that we're gonna send him and some others straight to Saratoga.
From here?
Yes.
Before we go to Baltimore?
I'm decided on Baltimore yet. We'll see.
You coming back here before you make a decision?
Yes. Yeah. We're just going to go up for part of the week, and we've got to get the barn set up. There's always a lot of work to do.